My name is Emily. I'm 23, and I never go out. At least, I didn't, until that Friday night when my friend dragged me to a downtown club. The place was chaos. Lights flashing, bodies moving, bass shaking the floor. I remember thinking I didn't belong there. Too loud, too bright, too much pretending. Then I saw her. She stood by the bar, elegant and completely still, like she existed in her own rhythm. Black dress, short silver hair that caught every bit of light, and eyes that looked like they'd already lived 10 different lives. Someone said her name was Clara, 52, a gallery owner, apparently there because a friend insisted. Same excuse as me. When our eyes met, everything else in the room felt like background noise. I don't even know who smiled first. She moved toward me slowly, confident but not rehearsed. "First time here?" she asked, voice low, calm, effortless. "Is it that obvious?" She smiled. "You're holding your drink like it's a grenade." I laughed, the kind of laugh that breaks tension you didn't know you were holding. For the next hour, we just talked. Not about the music or the people around us, but about things no one talks about in clubs. Art, aging, how loneliness feels different after 40, after 20. There was something magnetic about her, not in a showy way, but in how she listened, how her presence filled every silence. She told me she used to dance a lot when she was younger. I told her I never learned. Her lips curved slightly. "It's not about learning, it's about letting go." She reached out her hand. The lights flickered purple and gold around her, the music low and slow now, like the world was giving us permission. For a second, I hesitated. Then I took her hand. Her palm was warm, steady, like an anchor in a sea of sound. We didn't dance like everyone else. No wild moves, no rhythm to follow. Just slow motion, the kind where breathing in sync matters more than the beat. When the music changed, she leaned in just enough for me to hear her say, "You don't belong here, but maybe you belong with someone who does." The night stretched endlessly after that. Laughter, quiet glances, time moving slower than the lights spinning above us. And I knew, even before I left, that this wasn't going to be just another night out. The morning after felt unreal, like the night had been a dream replaying itself in echoes. I woke to the sound of city traffic, but all I could hear was her voice. "Clara." My phone buzzed around noon. An unknown number. "You left your scarf at the bar." I hadn't been wearing one. I smiled before replying. "Guess I'll have to come get it." Her response came instantly. "I was hoping you'd say that." We met 2 days later at a quiet cafe on the east side of town. No flashing lights, no music, no noise, just the soft hum of the espresso machine and the sound of rain against the windows. She looked different in daylight. Not younger, not older, just real. Her silver hair caught the morning light, her dark coat blending into the muted colors of the cafe. "I almost didn't text you," she said, stirring her coffee. "I almost didn't answer," I replied. She smiled, and I realized how much I'd missed that expression already. We talked for hours, about everything and nothing. She told me she owned a small art gallery, that she'd spent most of her life curating other people's beauty, never her own. When I asked about her husband, she didn't flinch. "He's gone," she said simply. "We stopped trying to save what didn't want to be saved." Then after a pause, "You ever feel like you're waiting for your real life to start?" I nodded. "Every day." There was a silence, the kind that wasn't empty, but full. When she finally spoke, her voice was soft. "Don't wait forever. Sometimes the beginning doesn't look like you thought it would." We left the cafe together. The city was quiet after the rain, the pavement shining like glass. We walked without direction, our shoulders brushing now and then, accidental or maybe not. At a corner, she stopped. "You should come by the gallery," she said. "I think you'd like it." I told her I would, and I meant it. A week later, I did. The gallery was small but alive, filled with color, texture, the smell of paint and time. Clara was there, alone, standing before a large canvas streaked with gold and gray. When she turned and saw me, her expression softened. Not surprise, but recognition. "I thought you might come," she said. I walked up beside her. "You said it's quieter than the club." She smiled. "It is, but not empty." We stood there side by side, the painting glowing under the warm lights, and I understood. It was never about the noise, or the place, or even the night we met. It was about this, the quiet that finally made sense because she was standing in it,